Installing frets on a bound fretboard creates a special problem for us builders, in that a portion of the tang has to be removed from the fret wire. This is sometimes easier said than done. However, LMI has created a great new product called the Fret Tang Filer that solves this problem. Before you use the Fret Tang Filer, there's a little bit of setup that needs to be done. Start by placing the file with the smooth side up. There's a cutting edge on the other side and a smooth side or a safe edge on this side. Also with the tail of the file towards you into the aluminum block that holds the file. Set the file height so that it is just below the clamp slider aluminum top plates. You can test this by taking a square, placing it on the aluminum top plate of the holder, and then running it over the top of the file. If it hits the file, then you need to adjust it down. Inside the aluminum holding block are two set screws that you can raise and lower the height of the file. Once the height of the file is set, use the Allen tool that comes with the Fret Tang Filer to tighten the two set screws in the side of the aluminum block. This will hold the file in place. The Fret Tang Filer is designed to accommodate several sizes of fret wire. However, you need to adjust the slider to accommodate the size wire that you're using. To do this, loosen the two locking screws on the slot adjuster plate. Separate the aluminum plate and then take a scrap piece of fret wire and place into the gap. Now press the adjuster plate snug against the tang and then tighten the lock screws. Next, adjust the hold down clamp so that when clamping the fret wire, there's just light pressure. Place a spacer against the file block to set the tang cut width to your desired setting. In my case, I'm just using a piece of my binding. Place a pre-cut length of fret wire into the clamp tang slot and lightly touch the clamp rubber pad to the fret wire to hold it in place, but do not lock it down at this time. Now push the clamp slider block against the spacer file block while keeping the fret wire perpendicular to the file. This sets the exact amount of tang that you need to cut off the end of the fret wire. Now you can clamp the fret wire and remove the spacer. To remove the fret tang, I'm going to be pulling the slider against the aluminum block and the fret wire is going to be getting filed by the file. I'm going to start by positioning the slider by pressing the fret wire against the file and then rotating the slider until the rounded portion makes contact with the file block. This is the starting position. I'm going to use a pull stroke to file the tang while maintaining slider contact with the file body. As I'm doing this, I'm rotating the slider body until the fret wire is perpendicular with the file. When it is, the fret tang has been removed. Usually about 4 or 5 strokes, and the tang is ready to go. The fret tang has been removed to the exact depth of my binding, so there's little waste. Also, it has been removed right up to the body of the fret wire, but without touching it. This way you get a nice clean look on the end of the fretboard where the fret wire touches the binding. As you're filing the tang off the fret wire, you're going to create shavings. LMI has solved this problem by cutting slots into the base. This way, the slider will slide evenly across there without hitting the filings. The filings go into these slots. To extend the life of the file, simply take it out of the aluminum base and turn it over, reinserting it into the aluminum base and locking it in with the 2 set screws. Once both sides are well worn, simply replace the file. The base of the jig also comes with pre-drilled holes so you can permanently attach it to your bench. Or for a more temporary fix, you can double side tape it to your bench like I did. The LMI Fret Tang Filer can be used to remove the tang on flat or radiused fret wire.